My head hurts. My name is Ryo Suzuki, 28. I'm leaving the company I worked for 6 years. And yesterday was my last day of work, so I had a lot to drink. Anyway, my head hurts. When I sat up a little, a woman was in the middle of changing her clothes with her back to me. What?
Oh, good morning. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Did I do anything weird to you? I will take responsibility.
What? What are you saying? You came in right before closing and ate ramen while you sobbed.
I don't remember anything because I drank too much, but apparently I went to get some ramen to finish up. What? Pork bone broth? Extra hard noodles. Suzuki-san, what happened? Are you closing up store already? Yes, we can serve ramen. Please come in. I entered the neighborhood ramen world in tears.
Suzuki-san, did something happen to you?
Nothing. I just wanted to eat ramen. That can't be. Suzuki-san, who was usually cool, is crying this much. Eat your pork bone broth ramen. Oh, it's so good. Delicious. And the moment I finished eating, I plopped down on the table and fell asleep. I didn't wake up after closing time, so... Karen, lay out the futon upstairs, huh? I'll take him.
Okay.
I've never seen this guy so drunk.
That's right. He must be very sad.
The manager carried me on his shoulders and had his sister Karen lay out a futon for me upstairs. Either way, I apologize. It's fine, Suzuki-san. Look up. Here, why don't you drink some water? Thank you.
Suzuki-san has been a regular since we opened 5 years ago. And you've always been calm and collected, but yesterday you were crying a lot, so we were worried.
Actually, yesterday was the last day of work. I had a confrontation with the boss. I was a founding member of a large, now well-known online retailer. I designed and directed the construction of almost all the systems and conceived the original plan. I've been involved in the maintenance and operation of the site ever since. Well, after all, none of that work as well as the store Suzuki saw built. Cut out the excuses and figure out why it didn't work. Should I help too? Suzuki, you just run and maintain the store that's currently selling. After that, the company launched several new portal sites and online store services. None of them hit the mark. Because of that, I've been at odds with the boss over the difference in direction since about a year ago. I don't think you should raise the fees and charges. This is not the time. You don't tell me what to do, it's my company. It may be good for a while, but it will taper off. Stop complaining. From now on, you're no longer to be involved in the operation or maintenance of the store, Suzuki. And I was hung up on my job and conveniently kicked out of the company. And yesterday was my last day of work. Yeah, you can't help it if you're at odds with each other. Well, the boss is right. It's not my company. I think I've had a lot to drink and a lot to cry about, so I'll forget about it now.
Oh? How about an online site specializing in ramen then?
Yeah, you just love ramen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Talking to you two kind of cheered me up. Then I went home and went to sleep again. I'm gonna do nothing for a while, eat ramen and relax. I think I've worked hard for the last 6 years. I was so tired that I didn't wake up until the evening. Ugh, I slept well. I should thank the ramen shop. Even though I'm a regular, I did something that caused trouble. I'm so sorry about yesterday. Please have this. Thanks, but the fact that you got drunk and wanted to eat our ramen so badly makes us happy.
Right. He was slurping it down with such gusto. As a ramen chef, it's something to be happy about. I mean, isn't this Chef Sigi's Baonka-chan? You are indeed the former staff of an online store with a strong food background. I've always wanted to try it, but there's always a waiting list.
I'm glad you like it. I use my connections. Today I'll have pork bone broth ramen with extra hard noodles and menma, please. Oh, by the way, Suzuki-san, is it okay if I ask for your phone number or something? Karen and I were talking about making a website for our restaurant, and we're hoping you could help us out. I'm totally willing to do it. On the contrary, please let me make it for you as an apology. Then, 4 days later, around 8 p.m., I got a call from the manager of Ramen World, and I immediately thought that it was a consultation about the website development, but... Then again, this is the peak time for the restaurant, isn't it? Suzuki-san, Can you come to the store right now? Yes, I'll be right there. The manager called me over, and there was a man from the Kyushu Local Commerce and Industry Association who had come to open a stall at the Kyushu Products Exhibition. Sorry to bother you. Suzuki-san, I'm sorry to call you out of the blue. He's an old customer who comes here every time he comes to Tokyo. I thought maybe Suzuki-san could give him some advice. I'd like to promote our specialties more. Compared to the past, there are more product exhibitions and antenna stores, but there still aren't enough orders. Do you have an online store? We do, but they are made by the local government, so they don't have the ability to communicate, and the cost of opening a major store is too high to promote the local area. I see. I'll think of something. I was feeling a little excited. Exchanging business cards with a man from the Commerce and Industry Association. I guess I like my job after all. An online store specializing in specialty products. Not bad. After I went home that day, I sat down in front of my computer for the first time in a while. I know how to do it. I've been doing this for a long time. I was starting to enjoy myself as I was laying the groundwork for design, subcontracting, and so on. 4 months later, after a series of in-depth messages and tests, a site specializing in ordering specialty products was completed. Are you sure this is the right cost? I'm also concerned about your marketing ability. It's fine. I'm pretty confident about marketing. And after 2 months of service, we can't keep up with production, and there's a waiting list for reservations. I'm glad we were able to work together on this. I haven't been excited like this in a while. Products started selling much better than expected, and we started getting calls from various prefectures to the Commerce and Industry Association. That's when I decided to start my own company. Producers in various municipalities are very happy, so this is very rewarding. Well, the people from the Commerce and Industry Association were happy. I knew Suzuki-san was amazing.
I also ordered a cheesecake from Hokkaido the other day. I was so impressed with how easy it was to buy.
I'm grateful to the manager and Karen-san for getting me a new job right away. After that, I started going out to eat ramen even more often than before to repay the favor. I got to know the manager and Karen even better than before. By the time the service had been in operation for 6 months, it had become an online store where customers could order local specialties from all 47 prefectures. Ice cream and fruits in the summer, crabs in the winter. I'm thinking of adding more categories, since general merchandise and clothing are also popular. Oh, and let's widen the scope of requests and suggestions from sellers to me. It worked. I was happy to hear the seller's voice of appreciation, and the site grew in size as the sellers and I became close.
It's a great store. Thank you so much.
I never thought people from all over the country would buy me products.
It's very rewarding because it's a pure ranking with low listing fees and no high-end plans to improve the ranking.
Can't we do something to repay the store?
Let's make a limited edition product that can only be purchased at your store.
Sounds great. Can't we discuss this with other sellers?
I couldn't believe it. All the users of the online store promoted products that were only available here. That was a surprise jackpot. Wow, you guys are so kind. I'm impressed. The website that I created, which specializes in ordering local specialties, has been growing in sales and media coverage, and more people are interested in using the site. After a year of running the service, I started seeing a lot of bad reviews online about the store from the place I used to work at. The service got worse. The fees went up several times in a short period of time, listing fees too high to continue. And one day, Suzuku, there you are. What? Why are you here? Because you never pick up the phone. I saw you talking about this store in your interview. That's why you're here. What a stalker. So what do you want? Thanks for asking. Help us. Our company is nothing without you. You said that when you started the company too, right? But when you didn't need me anymore, you simply cut me off. I apologize. It's my company, and I didn't like how you were treated like the only person who made a difference. I'm sorry. No, thanks. I'm not gonna trust someone who betrayed me once. Please leave. That's right! Could you leave if you're not gonna order my ramen? Shut up! We're talking right now.
I'll call the police for obstructing business.
This is a very important person's restaurant which I've been taking care of. Please don't make a scene. Think about it! Pick up the phone! Sorry for interrupting your business. I'm in debt to your store. If there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
What are you you talking about? You think we don't know?
What? That's right! Suzuki-san only comes in at night, so you probably don't know this, but there's a long line every day for the past 6 months of that place during the day.
Suzuki-san told the story behind the creation of the online store in an interview and said something like, "When I was sad and drunk, I really wanted to eat this ramen, and it became very popular.
Huh? I didn't know that.
But if you insist on thanking me, will you stay over with just the two of us this time? I mean, you said you'd take responsibility or something, didn't you?"
Please, let me take responsibility. And a few months later, the former online store announced that they were shutting down their service and the company went bankrupt.
There's this ramen place I'd like to try. Would you like to go next Tuesday? I have days off then.
Yes! Our specialties ordering side is still going strong and more stores are opening. And every Tuesday,
Staying over today?
yeah. I look forward to having ramen dates with Karen.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.